What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to talk about the Vancouver Canucks retiring Bure's number. The announcement was today, but the owner is going to meet with Bure in Miami sometime soon. Bure obviously lives in South Florida. Really can't knock the man for that. There's actually a sizable Russian population in Miami. People don't realize that. Obviously, played for the Panthers. We'll talk about that too. But you look at Bure's impact with the Canucks. First of all, talk about his impact in the NHL. He was the most electrifying player of his generation. He epitomized. The 1990s. I mean, even it's a shame he played the bulk of the prime of his career during the clutch and grab era and still had 2 goal seasons, because you think about if he was playing in the 80s, with Gretzky, when the Oilers were great, when everyone was scoring, when fourth liners were getting 80 points, 90 goals, not out of the question for him. He had one of the best skill sets ever, speed, and it wasn't just that he was fast. His first step was that good that his actual straight ahead speed was, above average, but his first step was the best in the league. And once he got behind you, it was game over. I mean, he was so far behind you, you were, you had the psychological thing that, well, I'm not catching up to him. And when you can play mind games like that with your body, with your physical skill set, it's amazing. And you look at his offensive numbers. He had back-to-back 60-goal seasons in Vancouver. It was a linchpin on that run to the finals in '94. The overtime goal against Calgary in Game 7 is one of the greatest. The Deke coming in and score, and that was amazing. And you look at the player he was. I have a Bure Panthers jersey. You look at his time in Vancouver, it didn't end well. Requested trade to South Florida, and he put that franchise on his back. I mean, his first 11 games with the Panthers in '98-'99 had 13 goals in 11 games. I mean, that's and that was, like I said, during the clutch and grab era. They needed 58 and 59 goals respectively in 2000 2001. And I led the Panthers to the playoffs in 2000, where he had 4 points in a 4-game sweep for the Devils. But, this is a guy that had almost 800 points in 700 games. Look at all the injuries he sustained, the lower body injuries, especially when you're a speedster, can really kill you. But he went through it, and number 10 will be hanging in the rafters of Vancouver. I think it's a great thing. It's a great day for hockey. It's a great day for Russian hockey. The Russian Rocket, one of the best nicknames of all time. And, the fastest Russian since the Sputnik. And, he's being inducted in the Hall of Fame this month, which is outstanding. Should have been inducted on the first time around. He, like I said, was the most elite player in terms of excitement factor, because, just something great could happen. You don't see players like that anymore. And you really don't. Just guys that can go one-on-one. Almost like a basketball player playing ISO. I can just go through you, pull up, rip you with a slap shot. When he gets by you, you're not catching up to him. I think that's what Bure represented. And he played for the Rangers, so I think I'd just throw in that he ended up on Broadway. But I think the Panthers should retire his number. He only played 2 full seasons with the Panthers, but I mean, you can't put up 58, 59 goals. Win back-to-back Rocket Richard trophies on an otherwise morbid franchise during that era, and not be honored. I think number 10 should be hanging from the rafters. I think he's the reason they made the playoffs in 2000, which prior to this fall was the last time, or this spring was the last time they were in the playoffs. And the numbers are great. 94 points, 92 points. One of the most elite players, the most skilled player ever played for the Panthers, and that's not much of a stretch. It's not that hard, but all due respect to the Panthers organization. But, the Russian Rocket, that number 10 will be hanging forever in the rafters in Vancouver, where it belongs, and hopefully someday soon it'll be hanging in the rafters in South Florida. That's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ on Pavel Bure. Again, his number retired by the Vancouver Canucks. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the offseason, lockout, and beyond. Later, guys. Oh, and as if I didn't already say it, the number will be retired at the end of the lockout, so whenever the lockout's over. So that's all I got. Later, guys.